I've been inspired by some of your beautiful designs on social media. Henry's precision is impeccable. Sig's adorable swirls on natural nails. Chantel never disappoints. And Suzie, such elegance. Those are beautiful, and it's inspired me to do my version with Pride colors. Check it out. I'm gonna sculpt them out, then I'm gonna design them, and then I'm gonna get Grant to weigh in and see what he thinks. Let's get started. Thank you to everyone who is purchasing my Pride brush set. I'm donating a portion of the proceeds to my local Pride Society, supporting numerous queer organizations and causes in my community. I'm going to start by prepping these up. I've taken the nail off and I've left a thin layer. I always do that. That's when my nails are in good shape, because I never take it right down to the bare naked nail. So I'm going to buff these up. I'm going to start with this lovely drill. I'm using the Koko&Claire e-file. I've never used it before. It's nice and small, but I'm going to use that to prep the nail. I'm going to get the mandrel. And it's nice with this because it's one of the few drills that I've seen that actually includes some serious bits in it. So I'm just going to buff these natural nails and prep them. I'm going to do long and square. Normally I do the almond, and it's really everything I can do to stop myself from doing the almond. But the long square adds a lot of nail estate right to the very end for this design, and I think it might be really cool. Okay, so I do have more extensive videos diving into e-files and whatnot, but because we're doing so much in this video, I'm gonna get right to it. Now this video, I'm gonna use all sorts of different, nothing is sponsored, but all sorts of different kinds of product, and that's what I really love about creating nail design. There's so much to offer out there. Okay, I'm just gonna buff these up. Because I did prepare them, taking down the old product, they're pretty prepared near the cuticle and whatnot. I'm just gonna give these a buff. Now, this is gonna be somewhat see-through-ish, so I'm going to use more of a clearer pink. The natural nail, you can see sometimes can be really strong. I don't really wanna see that. It's a pet peeve of mine. Not everybody feels like me. It's just my personal preference. I just don't like to see too much of the natural nail through a see-through-ish kind of pink. So I'm gonna take some of that out. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and buff these up. Okay, again, I'm just going to shorten these a little bit because I don't wanna see that natural nail poking through there. And I think I'll do that with the hand file. So it's a little more smooth, because with an e-file, you can certainly shorten with an e-file, but it makes it a little bit not as smooth as you might want. I'm using a fine file because I don't want a rough exposed natural nail underneath. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my prep and prime. I've finished prepping them. But my duster, I need a duster, some new dusters. I'm just gonna dust all that dust off. Now I'm gonna put the prep and prime on. One is cleansing the nail. I'm just gonna do that real quick. And the other one is the prime. I call mine Let's Bond, and that is to make the product stick to your natural nail. Now when you're putting this on, just a quick pro tip, it just has to really be applied to the natural nail. It's not important for you to put it onto the acrylic. If you get it on the acrylic, it's no big deal. It's just the idea of it is to be put on to the natural part. So if you've got some product on there, you don't have to put it on the acrylic part. Just put it on the natural nail. And the reason being is acrylic sticks to acrylic. Even if you had acrylic all the way up to the cuticle, you don't have to put the bond on at all. Okay, let me put these aside and we'll get started with the monomer and the powder.
Hey, I like what I see on your opposite hand there.
Oh yeah, look at those. I had fun creating these this morning.
Oh, that's this morning. Yeah, that's why I didn't see them before.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the Madame Glam. That's what I mean about using so many different products. I love everything that's on the table here and all the stuff that I use in my videos, but sometimes one of my favorite lines might not have the colors that I really look for, especially a gel color that the Madame Glam had all the bright Pride colors. I really like working with those. So we'll get to that though, but let's build these out. So I've got my monomer ready and then it's time for my Pride brush. This is a smaller brush. It's an oval 6. a beautiful brush. See that? Nice point. Really nice. So when you get a new brush, you just want to get rid of some of the packing powder that's in there. But just take a look at the beautiful design.
Beautiful.
It is so pretty. Mm-hmm. And all my brushes so far, my whole collections, or all my collections, come with a cap. And the reason why I like that is because it keeps the brush nice and soft in between uses. Okay. Okay, we're going to start with some forms. Oh, you guys, I can't keep these on the shelf. They're flying off the shelf. I have to thank you guys. You're loving these forms. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm calling them the button. And I'm going to pinch it because I really want that very tube-looking shape. So it's like a strong curve into it. I'm going to pinch the end. They're going to be on the longer side. Let's pinch the end there. Get a nice, like, tight little pinch. And I'm going to give it a pinch look without actually pinching it. I actually just did a video on this. What did we call that one, Karaman? Do you remember? It's like pinch or not to pinch, I think?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with pinching if you do it right, but it's hard to do it right if you're learning. But it's easy to do it with the form. Anyway, you can check that video out if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, I've got very absorbent paper towel next to me. It's actually an automotive towel. Did you know that, Karen? I go to our local hardware store, which is called Canadian Tire in Canada, and it actually has these blue towels because it's for the automotive industry.
Right.
And I use it because it's no lint, right? Because I guess when you're working on cars, you don't want lint. Is that the deal?
I suppose so.
I know, we don't work on cars.
I think it's for oil and stuff cleaning up.
Yeah, but why would they not want lint in particular? Is there some sort of thing with working on cars you don't want?
You're asking
lint?
the wrong guy here.
Yeah,
sorry.
that is true.
But I have seen the blue towels on Amazon. I think I linked them in a previous video too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
could put a link down in the description here if you guys are looking for these.
Yeah, they're very cool. We do like them. Okay, you can see you can get a pretty big bead, right? When you're doing that. I just wanted to clarify the advantage with a smaller brush. It helps you get those smaller beads when you are learning in particular. And also if you just have a very dainty nail that you just don't want a giant brush for. And I'm just going to build this guy out. And this one happens to be my pink tint. It's just a very, very slight pink tint, rather kind of see-through. It's very pretty. Okay, now because these are so long, I'm just going to make sure I've got a nice arch on there. A nice apex to make sure that these bad boys don't break. And that goes with any nail that you're doing with any type of length to it whatsoever. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and I will sculpt them and finish them and get them ready to paint those beautiful Pride colors, and we're going to swirl them. Okay, well, I've done a fair bit of work. I have sculpted it all up, shaped them, got what I want, nice and square, and now I'm just going over them. I always do this with the arbor band, just go over the whole thing just to make sure it's completely smooth. It's just a picky thing I do. It's just a thing that makes me feel that I know every time I skip it, to be honest with you, every time I skip it, I'm just not happy with the finish. So I do this with every single one. And And now we're going to paint them and get them ready for the design. Dust them off completely. And you can see I've made them super, super square. I like that. Okay, I'm going to get my tube and I'm going to leave my hands on these. And then if you're picky, you could take an alcohol. Now, some nail polishes or gel polishes don't like this, but you can take alcohol in a pad and just remove the dust if you like, especially in the cuticles, if you know, getting right in the cuticles, because dust or gel hates that. But like I say, some gels don't like that. I can't remember if this brand does or not, so we'll find out in a second. And I'm just going to put on a nice, soft, very nude tone that makes the stripes stand out. It's just kind of like a really, really soft color, just going over top of the whole nail. This is going to be like the base coat before I paint all the stripy colors on. Oh, that is gorgeous. I really like that. I'd like an acrylic that color. It's gorgeous. Okay, I gotta tell you what it is, just in case you really like it too. It's Madame Glam, and it's called Bloom. That's cute. Now I will say I am painting this like this for the camera because it's easier, but it's really hard to do. If you're doing your own nails, you're more than likely going to go like that, and that is the easiest way for you to do it. I recommend that. I will say on these long nails, check those sides because sometimes the brush just goes down the side and leaves it kind of bumpy and icky. So check those sides, especially on a really curvy nail like this. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just double checking it. Okay, let's do that thumb. I'll show you what I was doing there with the sides because I was kind of all over the place. Get right to the sides because sometimes if you don't, it just sort of leaves a little rough edge. There we go. That's a nice background for my pride stripes I'm going to paint on it. Okay, I'm just going to cure for 30 seconds. Okay, so we are ready to paint. So what I'm gonna do is I got these amazing 6 bright, really great for pride colors, and I'm going to use a purple, all the pride flag colors. And they call them perfect red, perfect orange, perfect blue, and you know what? They kind of are. They're kind of perfect. And yellow, nicely pigmented. And I've got my favorite brushes that I like to work with. Okay, now we're gonna paint those cool swirls that those pictures I showed you in the beginning. Now, of course, you know, the pride colors does have an order, and I'm gonna try to follow that order as much as possible. And start swirling. So every time you do something you like, do give it a nuke. I find it is best because they can run into each other, and do a pretty good nuke, especially with pigmented colors, meaning not just a quick 10-second flash, because I did that and it will wrinkle. It needs a good cure on it, and you don't want to mess it up by not having that. So I'm just gonna keep adding my swirls until I get what I want.
Delicate brush.
Oh my goodness, I love this brush. I don't know if you noticed, but the green wrinkled a little. So it is a little bit wrinkly, and sometimes pigmented colors can do that. And also it's on the thumb.
What does that matter if it's on the thumb?
Oh, because sometimes the thumb lays on its side and the product can pool a little bit. And because it's gel, it pools just enough, thick enough that it might not cure incredibly right through, right? So it is a little bit wrinkled. See that? The green stuff is a little bit, if I move it, you can sort of see how the light's hitting it.
It's got a little...
you can see the blue's
crater.
not doing that. Yeah, the yellow, the orange, they're not doing that. But the green did do that. So that might have been that I just didn't turn the light on. I'd have to go back and see the footage, actually, to see if I did that. Or it just kind of pooled a little bit. So, bummer. I mean, you can fix it by taking it off. But
wow,
what a pain. Yeah.
You had to take it so perfectly off and paint
If it
it
was a
all the time.
client, well...
Oh, you mean take the whole design off?
Yeah, you would have to because you couldn't just take out the green. It'd be really hard. So if this was a client situation, I would do it again. But if it's a client situation, I might not have made the mistake because I'd have two hands, working in, and I'd be focused on that. So, but it's just me. So I'll let that go. And when I photograph it, thumbs don't really get in the photo much anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Purple is the only one that's a little bit on the see-through side. It's really pretty. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just a little bit more see-through. So I feel like I have to put a little bit more pigment on it. It's not bad, not perfect, but I got 4 other fingers to do. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones and get them done. And then I have a question. You and I don't agree on it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Stay tuned. Okay, I finished and I put the top coat on it. And I did notice when I put the top coat on, it did kind of hide that green little wrinkle that I had. And I have to admire the pinch. Look at that pinch. And that is just with the form. Just your form placement can give you that strong of a pinch. But I am thinking of lining it in black. I think that might make it really pop. I like this. What do you think, Cameron? I think the black might...
I'm liking what I see right now, so I can't imagine the black. Well, I'd have to see it, I guess, to know.
Yeah. Well, we'll take some pictures of it this way, and then I think I got to try the black. But you know who I want to ask? Let's see what Grant says about it. Let's see which side he's on the fence here, if he would go for the black. I don't know what he would do. Let's ask him. Hey, Grant, how are you?
I'm just ducky. How are you, Suzie?
I'm good. I have been missing Pride, so I decorated the set. Pride, can you see it?
Yes, there's a lot of rainbow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all my rainbow stuff went. You just went to the house and just took it all. I see that.
I know. I went
I
shopping.
Gotta cancel
for
that police report. That's good. Okay.
So I took all the rainbow, my missing Pride, and put it onto my nails. I'm taking my energy and put it on to the nails. Look what I did.
Ooh, look at that! Wow.
Aren't they nice?
Why didn't you do those for me?
I'd love to. Maybe next summer.
Okay, those are very nice.
Aren't they ever?
How did you do that? I guess you have that in the video. I will watch the video rather than ask you to just explain it again. There
a little tiny brush and lots of nice colors. Isn't that cool? But what I'm thinking about, I like this design and I'm going to photograph them and stuff and we'll use them as a reveal. But I'm actually thinking what it might look like lined in black. Just like to make it pop.
Oh.
What do you think? Cameron says no, it looks good the way it is.
It looks great.
I'm thinking the thumb.
It does look good as it is, but like...
I think it just might really pop.
You know what? This life is worth taking risks.
That's true.
Risks with nails. So let's do it.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
That's right.
I'm going to do it. And I'm going to show you, I've got my Pride set. This is my brush. And remember the brushes that we talked about? Remember we worked on those together? Here's
yes.
I took some pictures from our previous
I see
Prides.
somebody familiar in there. Oh, yeah.
This is from our Pride. And then we're just talking about the set on the other side. But isn't that cute? You didn't know I was going to do that with your image.
Hashtag adorable.
He signed his image away.
You got to use your best asset, Suzie.
Mine is Grant, apparently. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do, Grant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint them black. Okay. And you're going to have to look at the video.
Just the outline, right?
Yep, just look at so you can see the Just make it pop a little. So you can check out the video and see if you like it.
All right, I will let you know. Trust.
All righty. That's it. Okay,
good luck.
Go.
Bye, see.
See you later, Grant. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Life is short. I am going to line them in black. Let's take a look at all the reveals. I can't wait to do some nails on Grant again. Until then, check these out. Cute little rainbow designs on his nails.